The first signing we're gonna make coming in at Solpa Training Center is 2 hours remaining, and we need a new striker. Oh my gosh, guys. Welcome, guys, to a fresh new season on FC25. We are going to use the new feature live start points as we look to give Arsenal the rebuild they should have got in the summer this January. Come on. We aren't going to create a new manager. We're going to carry on playing as Mikel. Yeah, let's keep Mikel as the manager. As we already know, Gabriel Jesus is actually out in real life for about 6 months or so with an ACL injury. The closest and the most severe injury we can do right now is Achilles tendon rupture. I believe Gabriel Jesus has injured his left ACL in real life, so we're going to give this to his left ankle just to add to the overall realism. Unfortunately, we can't start at a more recent time. We have to start right here. If you remember, in real life, we actually lost this game to Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, and we also lost the Manchester United FA Cup. So I'm actually going to simulate those two games so that we lose. We beat Tottenham Hotspurs, drew to Aston Villa before we beat Zagreb in the Champions League, and then scraped a 1-0 victory against Wolverhampton Wanderers after Miles Lewis-Skelly was sent off. You know, what's crazy is the board expectation is to win everything. I don't know if Mikel has this amount of pressure on his neck, to be honest. Let's have a quick look at the squad. And just looking at the squad like this, you can see the situation Mikel finds himself in. And it makes no sense why we aren't actually going out there and trying to bring in new players. We are obviously like, you can obviously see here, we don't even have enough players in this actual game right now. That's insane. Don't know where the youth players are at, but you can see from the jump, we have so many injuries to key players. Sterling, White, Tomiyasu, Jesus, Saka, Nwaneri has returned recently, but most of these players are all injured. That is actually insane. And when you look at areas in which we can improve, Havertz isn't as clinical as we would like for a player leading the line at Arsenal. And then Trossard can possibly be upgraded if we're being 100% honest. Saka has the right hand side nailed down. No one's going to take that position from him, but we need a more functioning left winger for sure. Don't really mind Declan Rice starting as the left 8 currently. I mean, we could definitely upgrade on that position and put Rice as the 6 in Partey's position, which is what I think is actually his best position if he's the holding midfielder. Then we can get a much more creative left 8 player to play alongside Ødegaard, who's obviously struggling being the only creative force in our midfield. This bench is horrible. The bench is horrible. Everybody's defensive. These are all defenders. When you think about it, these are all defenders. Even when Nwaneri and Sterling come back, it's not enough. So some initial transfer options we can go for. We have Naipan, so Naipan, not sure how to pronounce that name. You know, young Norwegian, touted as probably going to be the next Ødegaard, and there's a lot of different links with him touting around in the media currently. Apparently 10 million is enough to get that over the line, so we'll have to wait and see how that progresses. Barcola, I'm seeing a few different outlets talking about Barcola joining, and he could add a little bit something else on the left hand side. Gyökeres, I think, goes without saying. He's a very, very powerful centre forward, scores a lot. He's a very clinical player as well, and he will definitely improve what we have as a striker as well as on the left hand side. Isak, goes without saying. I absolutely love Isak, man. I feel like I watch his highlights way too much, but he is a player that is absolutely insane when it comes to a technical centre forward. He has pace, movement. He even contributes from the build-up perspective as well. And he has the number 14, which is Thierry Henry's number. So I doubt we'll be able to get him this season or next season realistically, but he's definitely on the shortlist for sure. And Mbeumo's always a player that is giving 100%, and he seems to be a player that's a thorn in the side of the opposition every time Brentford are playing. So that's definitely an option to provide some additional squad depth on the right hand side. Kudus, I actually feel like we should have got Kudus back when he was at Ajax. You know, he looked like a talent then. I don't know why we missed out on him then. Has decent stats. He can play on the right, can play as Cam, can play on the left. So definitely a lot of versatility there and a lot of talent for sure. And then Matthias Cunha, we just actually beat Wolves, and He's a player in which I'm not really sure what his best position is. Is he on the left? Is it cam? You know, he can definitely maybe be on the left eight or as an attacking midfielder, or is he as a striker? But he definitely has some talent as well. 25 years of age, has the Premier League experience, and you know, just like Kudus and Buemo and Isak, just a genuine thorn in the opposition's side. So we're gonna scout these guys whilst we simulate those matches, and then hopefully we can bolster the team as we deserve. Come on, you Gunners! Arsenal fans will know this saying: "The future's exciting. Be excited." So as we said, we're going to do for realism. We lost that match to Newcastle by 2 goals to nil, and we also lost that match to Manchester United by 1 goal to nil. It's annoying that it's going to take 7 days before the scouting report finishes for these four guys, but we're going to wait it out. But we literally have an opportunity to get in Buemo, Kudus, or Cunha. I'm thinking in Buemo, let's get him in because I think he can provide genuine depth on the right hand side for Saka. Like Arsenal fans, would you want Mbeumo to join the side? I think he will definitely offer good depth on that right hand side. You know, good backup to Bukayo Saka and lots of pace and scoring a lot of goals for Brentford and always on the front foot. And he's still only 25. I think that's a very, very, there'll be a very shrewd signing if Mikel Arteta was to try and bring Mbeumo in. Obviously longer than 2 years. The first signing we're going to make coming in at Solpa Training Centre is Bryan Mbeumo joining from Brentford. And this is a guy that comes with direct football play. He has a good brain on his shoulders, a good brain in his head, and he plays on the right hand side. And I think he will definitely add something to Arsenal's attacking lineup. If he was on the right hand side for whenever Saka gets injured, or even to swap in and out with Saka, I think that will give good depth in attacking positions for Arsenal for sure.
They just need to hold on now. There's not long left.
Could be a chance. Tremendous. That has been absolutely thundered home.
What a goal, man. I had to show you guys this one goal. We also added a few more players to our scouting shortlist. So Santiago Gimenez, who looks like a decent striker. He's currently at Feyenoord, but he's racking up some decent numbers so far. He can definitely add something to our side, I think. Benjamin Šeško, who currently plays for Leipzig, RBL Leipzig, and he's a player that we're heavily linked with. I know Arteta wanted him in the summer. I don't know why we didn't push through, but he's another player. He looks like he hits the ball very, very clean. He has very good shooting, and he could definitely add something to our side. 6'5", and he's pacey as well. Only age 21, so there's a lot of ceiling, a long way for him to go in terms of development, and he can definitely be an interesting option to add to the side. Duran also looks like an interesting player at Villa, but I think he just signed a new contract. It might be a little unlikely that he joins the side. And João Hato, there was a lot of hype around this kid in the summer, and he does look like he has decent stats, to be honest. It's going to take 11 days before we get a full understanding of how much to bid for him, but he's currently at Ajax, and if he's anything like Timber, he could definitely be a big steal from a defensive position. But I'm tired of buying defenders. I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing defenders join Arsenal. That are fit all season long, and I'm not just speaking about your first team players. Players on the bench and also your reserves will also stay fit. Check out the career mode on my channel if you want to see more. Trust me when I say, having these thresholds set up on FC25 automated plan, you're going to have players that are fit all season long. And I'm not just speaking about your first team players. So after that Mbeumo signing, that means we only have 74 million to play with. And Sporting Lisbon have come back and said if we want to get Gyökeres, we need to pay at least 107.5 million, but we might have the opportunity to get him for 86 million. That is insane. Oh my gosh. We only have 74 million to play with, so we are going to see if we can make some sales and potentially bring him in. Šeško is still going to take about 7 days before his scouting report is finished, and Gimenez is about 4 days out. What are you guys' take on the Wolves game? I mean, like, it was so interesting. Like, that red card they gave to Miles Lewis Skelly was so undeserved. I feel for him, but I'm so tired of refs getting in the way of Arsenal's season this year. Referees are constantly, it looks like they're actually out to beat us this year. I don't know why, but yeah, we have to deal with it. I'm disappointed in the red card they gave to MLS though. Hopefully it gets overturned. Calafiori getting a crucial goal at Molineux today. And we managed to squeeze some funds together in order to push through the Gyökeres deal. Guys, we are going to try and bring him in because he will revolutionize this Arsenal's front line. And this is all we need to do. Be so aggressive in the transfer window. Get players that are actually going to improve the side. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's not play any games. Let's bring in players who are going to change Arsenal's destiny. You know, bring Gyökeres in. He has good shooting. Currently plays at Sporting Lisbon, so there's no reason why our knock shouldn't be of a different level. That's what I don't understand, man. 97k. Yeah, I'm happy with that, bro.
A few moments later.
Oh, we actually don't have the budget. Oh my days, we do not have the budget to do this. Oh my days. And the quick simulator shows that, see, Mbeumo in his first start scores in the victory of Girona that we're going to play in the upcoming game, and we win this one by 2-1, and we are through to the next round of the Champions League. Arteta, I hope you're watching. Bro, we need you to just find the right players who are going to take Arsenal to the next level. We know Saka is out, but it doesn't mean we have to struggle playing Trossard there, struggle playing Martinelli there, struggle playing Nwaneri there, who's a youngster, right? Nothing wrong with Nwaneri, of course, but he's young. You can't put all that pressure on his shoulders. Come on. We say goodbye to Kieran Tierney on deadline day. Man, oh man, I wonder what's going to happen. We still need a striker. We still need a striker. Who are we going to bring in? It is deadline day and we need a striker to revolutionize our front line. Lots of rumours there. AS Roma coming in with a last-ditch offer for Gabriel Martinelli. But we still need a striker, guys. We need a striker. 2 hours remaining and we need a new striker. Oh my gosh, guys. We say goodbye to Zinchenko. You know, this season has been very difficult for him. Even last season, to be honest. But this season, especially with the Calafiori signing and Miles Lewis Skelly looking like a proper signing, a proper addition to the left-hand side. No need for Zinchenko anymore. He leaves to Aston Villa for 11 million. Come on. And in the final hour of the transfer window, we need a striker. Who's coming in? And on deadline day, we make a signing. Have we fixed the centre forward problems at Arsenal? We bring in the 6'5" Benjamin Šeško from RB Leipzig. And Arsenal have finally brought in a striker. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come and he revolutionizes us and takes us to the next level. Benjamin Šeško, welcome to the Emirates. Let's go, you Gunners. And there you have it, guys. That is how our first window in this Arsenal save has gone. That is all we needed to do, Mikel Arteta, honestly. And we could have literally done this last summer, I think, and even in January. Put Declan Rice in his best position, which is a 6. Merino and Ødegaard. I think, in my opinion, we should just persevere with Merino as a left 8. He's left-footed. He can, and let him just learn the league a bit more. I'm honestly not too chuffed about his signing. I think we can find a player that's a bit more expansive, a bit more creative, but it is what it is. But honestly, up front, this is what we want to see. Benjamin Šeško, or like some type of centre forward who is an actual striker. Kai Havertz can definitely play there, but let's get an actual striker that can play there for once. And Mbeumo, who can be on the right hand side covering for the injured Bukayo Saka. But look at that. Mbeumo can also probably cover on the left hand side, and it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Let's stop buying all these defenders because we really are stacked when it comes to a because we really are stacked when it comes to defensive positions. We have so many left backs, right backs, centre backs. Don't forget Ben White is out. We have Kiwior. We have Tomiyasu. Now we have Lewis Skelly, who can also deputise on the left-hand side. We have so many defenders. Like, it's enough now. We don't need any more defensive type players. Guys, I'm happy with how the transfer window went in our first episode. Let me know what you think. I would have liked to have got Gyökeres. I think he is a bit much more of the finished article than Šeško. But Šeško, for sure, is a player that has good composure, good attacking positioning. He's only 21, guys. Good jumping, which means he can probably do the hold-up play. Strength at 86, sprint speed at 91, very quick. Ball control 83, shot power 83, finishing 84, long shots. Yo, he looks like the real deal. Šeško looks like he is going to be a player that can definitely attempt, right, to take us to the next level. And you already know about Mbeumo. Very pacey, very good dribbling, good finishing as a winger. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see how we finish the league now, chasing Liverpool for the Premier League title as well as in the Champions League. And if you look at our subs bench, a lot healthier now compared to at the start of January when we took over. This is a more stronger subs bench now when you think about it. And if you imagine we had Ben White to come in and Ben White took, let's say, Kiwior's position, and then also Saka comes back and Saka can take over Jorginho or Trossard's position. That is a very, very solid starting lineup and a very solid substitutes bench as well. You know, I just wish we were this aggressive in the transfer window. We just threw caution into the wind and went out and got the players that will genuinely take us to the next level, and we genuinely show that we are one of the biggest clubs in the world. Unfortunately, I can't control what Liverpool do in the season. I can only control our results at Arsenal, so we find ourselves 8 points behind Liverpool right now. They have a game in hand, so it can be a potential 11 points. We have Manchester City next, and that is what we're going to be covering in the next episode. We're going to ramp up the difficulty, and we are going to play as normal. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave your comments down below on how we can further improve the side, because I'm thinking towards summer. I think we can definitely improve on the left-hand side too. We can sell Leandro Trossard. Partey and Jorginho are probably leaving as well, so we're going to probably need new centre midfielders and new defensive midfield options. And yeah, there's definitely more greater opportunities to improve the side come the summer transfer window. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and we have a crazy end to the season coming. Peace. The first signing we're going to make coming in at Solpa Training Centre is 2 hours remaining, and we need a new striker. Oh my gosh, guys.